Okay, I think this is working. Oh, I may have turned it down like way too much. Oh, that looks too loud. We'll never know. Hi, everyone. We're playing more of this. You know, I got kind of inspired last week because we're gonna have so much quality Varg content tonight. So I kind of felt like we had to keep going. Although tonight might be the stream where I cop out and only do 2 chapters depending on how things go. Because my voice has been a little tired today for some reason already. And this is not gonna help. But we will see how it goes. Looks like the bot had a little bit of a freak out. Do I just not have a title on my stream? Something wrong? I don't know. Oh well, that's fine. Whatever. Let's find where we were. Here we are. Let's go. Okay, I gotta remember everything that happened. All I remember is that Fritz is Varg, because that's probably really like the only thing I need to remember, right? I think so. I don't actually know. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Settle in for more of this. Your favorite game? Yes! I'm so glad you're here. Your presence always makes doing this game better. Good evening, Segway. Hello. I hope everyone is doing super well. Okay, is this too loud? I can't tell. Help. Alright. Tell me the story again. Oh, we have no title? Oh my god, do we actually not? Did it not save? I thought I said it before I started. Oh, we don't. Let me fix it real fast. The bot wasn't freaking out. I was freaking out. I'm sorry. I thought I said this already, but I must not have done so. Let's see. Oops, I can't spell. Phenomenon. Varg. In all caps. At 6:30? Question mark? Well, you're all here now, so I don't need to set a time. I thought I already did this. Maybe I just forgot to hit done. There we go. I fixed it. It's fixed now. It has a title. It's my favorite game too. 3 question marks. A little bit today. Yeah, same. Don't worry. Let's shut. Do you never tire of that story, love? Please. Well, since you asked so nicely. Once upon a time, there was a queen who had a daughter. This ain't the Fritz route. This is the Varg route. I agree. That she loved very much. The mom's like, shut up. Who's telling this story? Well, why did the music suddenly cut off? It's scary now. But the kingdom the queen ruled was there it is again. Was a cruel and mean place. The people were liars and thieves, and it was terribly dangerous. The queen knew that the kingdom would never be safe from her from her beloved daughter. For her beloved daughter if she didn't work to change it. So the queen worked day and night with magic. Hush! Shut up! So the queen worked day and night and used her magic to take the bad people's energy from them so they couldn't cheat and steal and lie. Yeah, there was a dramatic music pause there as needed. And then the queen made sure that the energy would stay with her and her beloved daughter so nothing could harm them ever again. And the queen and her daughter lived happily ever after. Cool. Yep, that's what happened. There are 2 days remaining until my 18th birthday. It's magic. I've been living in this palace for the last few months. Months? There was a month's time skip and no one told me. And while it's not what I expected, it's still not so dissimilar that I am uncomfortable. I get to stay in my own room and am served the same foods as the occupants of the palace, only now I'm not expected to share my meals with the king and his family. It was strange that nobody even asked who I am, not even the king, but that didn't matter. What's important is that I'm back in the palace. Only a witch like Sir Mithras could have orchestrated all this. Magic was all I needed to bring you back here. Convenient, isn't it? Who exactly are you, Sir Mithras? What is a witch like you doing here in the palace? I'm your mother's faithful servant, Your Highness. But I do not recall ever seeing you here until after Mother passed away. Whoops, that was the right click. We don't want that. I did not work within the palace at the time, but once your mother passed, I took a job here to fulfill her wishes to protect you. I was consumed with worry when you disappeared all those months ago. suspected immediately that you were cursed and that the Lucifer had acted to keep you concealed from me. If only you could understand the relief I felt when I learned that Fritz had found you. How will you prove that you're not like the people at the margin, that you will not lie to me or betray me? Sir Mithras kneels in front of me and places a hand over his heart. Oh, okay. I made a promise to my queen that I would give you my undying loyalty, princess. I would protect you with my life. Him saying that does little to convince me that I can trust him, because he kind of seems like an asshole. Everything I'm doing is in service to my queen and my princess. So, what is it that Mother requires me to do? Patience. I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. Oh no. Oh, now we're back here. Sir Mithras claims he is Mother's faithful servant. That should be enough reason for me to trust him, but I'm still on edge. What is the surprise he has in store for me? My thoughts drift back to the occupants of the March Inn. They keep saying that they care about me. I've not heard from them at all. You know, I honestly hope he's good. He's cute enough that I'd be okay with it. I know. What if this is all just like a long con, and this is actually like the good route? Even Rod, who lives here, I barely even see him. And Fritz? Since I returned to the palace, I've been seeing less and less of Fritz and more of Varg. Yes! I mean, what? Nothing. In the beginning, I continually asked Fritz about his memories of specific days, of times when he was Varg. Fritz never seemed to remember anything. He just smiled at me sheepishly and told me his age was probably making his memory worse. What? How old is he? Fritz isn't even that old. What an idiot. Since then, things have changed. I no longer bother asking Fritz about things he surely doesn't remember. Like 18. Right? Fritz does not remember anything related to Varg. Yet Varg retains all of his memories as Fritz, which is just weird. I know I should tell Fritz about Varg, but it's the fear that he would not believe me, but also something much worse. I'm worried that whatever it is inside of Fritz will only lash out at me, the part of him that Varg came from. If I were Fritz, I would not be able to believe it either. I look toward my shelf of dolls, unable to shake my feeling of disquiet. The dolls are the same as always, their glassy gazes focused on nothing and everything. It looks so empty without... Delora? No, I do not miss her. I don't miss anyone. Oh, this is a Delora route. You guys are right. Right? The sound of footsteps pulls me out of my thoughts. Who else is wandering the halls at this time of night? What do you mean, who else? I'm in my room. I'm not wandering. I'm unable to restrain my curiosity, and the emotion suit drives me from my room and out into the hallway. Wait, Sexy Hilda's gone? Damn. Damn. I gingerly follow the faded footsteps down the hallway, and there I see two familiar people. Sir Mithras and Sir Alcester. Oh, no. I grow impatient. 2 days is an insignificant amount of time when you've already waited so long. I have been waiting years. The princess is safe and will continue to be safe, just as you've required. Our agreement was clear, Sir Alcester. I will not help you until after the princess turns 18. I would remember the sort of aid you have requested of me. What prevents us from killing Gennaro now? My dad! Why didn't they give me a nice new princess dress? Why am I still wearing my commoner dress? This is rude. A small gasp comes from my mouth and I am not able to muffle it in time, despite the fact that I hold my hands up to my lips to keep myself from shouting. I stop breathing, even as my mind whirls. Kill the king? Why would Sir Alcester and Sir Mithras want to do that? Yeah, it's Gennaro? I'm not sure. That sound. Do not try and distract me. Wow, sass. What do we lose by acting now? We could lose everything if we act too hastily. I think it would do you good to learn some patience from your son. Oh, hi, Varg! Oh my god, there he is. Varg. Sir Alcester. Varg, what a pleasant surprise. Agreed. Mithras smirks as Varg moves to stand just off to the side of the two men, his expression solemn. I trust that you have tamed Fritz. What are you talking about? You've not noticed, even when your own son is being overwhelmed? Wow, he really didn't notice. Varg is gaining control, slowly but surely. He no longer has to wait for Fritz's consciousness to descend into sleep. In a few weeks, perhaps even days, Varg may be able to help us during the day. And that's why I've only seen Varg at night. If he can act during the day as well, what will happen to Fritz? I hope you're not trying to avoid your mission and staying here. Oh, you've got something else to do, huh? How curious. Perhaps Fritz is stronger than you think. That weakling? Don't make me laugh. I just find this extremely boring. That's why we never see Fritz on other routes. Well, he's Fritz during the day. He just never managed to track us down, I guess. As Fritz. Varg shrugs before walking away. How interesting. I do not approve of his methods. What would you have me do to improve him? He completes every task you give him. Why is this the only route we're actually good at stealth? And only sometimes. But most of the time in this route, yeah, we have. He has softened. Well, let us see if he completes this task. Then we'll know for certain where his loyalties lie. As Sir Mithras and Sir Alcester begin to walk away, I exhale. I feel a slight shudder when Sir Mithras stops and gazes behind him. Stop breathing! His eyes wandering to my hiding place at the end of the hall. My heart thumps loudly in my ears as I wait to hear him leave. The wind has a better chill to it tonight. Like ice. Mithras turns on his heels with a slight twitch of his lips before he disappears. Weird dude. Weird dude. I make my way back to my room in a daze. My whole body feels weak, and when I eventually get to my bed, I crash down on it feeling numb. They mean to kill the king, but why? Sir Alcester and Sir Mithras are two of his most trusted advisors. What could the king have done to make them desire his death? And why does Sir Mithras want to wait until I'm 18? What happens then? I don't want to know. Does this have anything to do with that gift he was talking about? Does Sir Mithras plan on using me for something? I clench my hands into fists and inhale sharply. I think of the other things that came up in the conversation. They said that Varg might be able to act during the day soon. Does this mean Fritz will disappear? My breath catches in my throat at the thought. Oh no, Fritz. There's no need to look at me like that. See, where's this dress? Why can't I have this one back? Aw, remember when he was like cute and stuff? I don't remember this because it was so long ago. Oh yeah, I was mean to him. Fritz, blah, blah, blah. Don't touch me. Don't touch me! Oh, he's cute though. I've just had more time to bond with Varg. If Fritz disappears, what will happen? I almost jump when I hear someone just shouting just outside my door. To be fair, any route we do, all the other guys we aren't trying to date mysteriously fade into the background despite being right next to you. Sometimes. Most of the time. Quickly, Emmeline. Rod? Oh my god, is he taking her? I quickly stand up and move towards my door, pulling it open to catch a glimpse of the outside. I end up opening the door into Rod's face. Bonk. He comes to an abrupt stop and glares at the door that blocks his straight path. His hand is outstretched as if he meant to reach for my door. Rod? Emmeline? It's so late. What are they doing out of their rooms? Rod's fingers tighten over Emmeline's hand. They both look exhausted, and Emmeline's on the verge of tears. What's happening? Rod seems to consider something before he finally comes to a silent conclusion. His eyes glare right into mine. Get out of the way. Rod's voice is colder than usual, even for him. Emmeline's eyes widen as she stares at him in shock. Rod, but I thought... This isn't the time. Oh, Varg! Ah, so here's where the rabbits escaped. Varg? Varg is slowly making his way over to us, his posture relaxed, expression indifferent. He does not even look winded. Oh, this is a complication. Oh, no. I mean... Let's put this here. We gotta do the good thing, right? Maybe this will count as a good deed. We gotta. Okay, remember, guys, I'm on a hot streak right now. Just so everyone remembers. We gotta help them, right? I feel like that has to be the thing to do. Is this the mission Sir Alcester was referring to? Rod tugs at Emmeline's wrist to prompt her into motion, but the two of them are too slow. In one swift movement, Varg has circled them and tripped Emmeline, toppling her to the floor. Varg moves forward to grab her, but before he can so much as touch her, I jump into action, pushing Varg from the side. I move to stand between Emmeline and Varg. I can hear Rod helping his sister up, but my eyes are trained on Varg. What are you gonna do to them? Why do you care? I don't know. Why do I care? Because I know this isn't something Fritz would do. Varg hesitates, giving Rod time to act. Rod throws a vial that breaks upon impact with the floor. Whoa! It releases a cloud of smoke that envelops everything around it. I feel someone's fingers at my wrist, and then I'm being dragged away. When my vision clears, I see Emmeline standing before me, holding my wrist tightly. Come on! What was that? It's something Lady Parfait made for our escape. Our escape? Did you really think the Marchand gave up on you? We must move. Wait, is this right? Do I go with them? Wait. Is this wrong? We run toward the palace tunnels, a place I've not visited in many years. Am I supposed to let that happen? Mac, I need your help. Did I do that wrong? Did I break my streak? My hot streak? I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought that might count as a good deed. If I make them not die. Just keep going. Okay, good. I still got it? Alright. I thought they barricaded this. Not quite. Do you think we've lost him? No, not yet. Emmeline turns to me, her eyebrows drawn over her eyes in a look of sympathy. I'm so sorry you got caught up in this. I know we were all meant to escape together, according to Rod, but we weren't expecting it to be like this. It was difficult to get a hold of you with Varg hanging around. But thank you for what you did back there. Yes. Look at that shit. I mean, that one was pretty obvious, honestly. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't helped us. I don't know, probably would have died. I'm suddenly uncomfortable speaking to her, so I turn to face Rod instead. What does Varg want with you? My best guess is that he wants us dead. I mean, yeah, duh. That can't be. How else would you explain the way he came after us, But why would he want you dead? Rod's bright eyes seem fiercer in the darkness of the tunnels. I think it must be what his master wants. After all, dogs only respond to orders. I'm offended, Prince. I know, I was gonna say, don't talk too loud, y'all. He's probably coming. Hey, how's it going? What's up, babe? You. I whirl around, dread rising in my chest as I turn to look at Varg, who's slowly catching up to us. This was meant to be quick. Varg looks at me, his eyes glittering with amusement. Yeah, did you think that was hot? But as always, you complicate things, Princess. He's power walking. I know, we were running and he just power walked to catch up to us. I cannot hide how much I'm trembling, but I still hold out my arm to protect the siblings. Go. Not without you. Go, now. Bitch, you don't even know me. Does she not? I don't think she knows who I am. Come on. I mean, I guess maybe Rod told her. I turn back to Varg as the two flee. My body tenses as I wait for Varg to move. I will stop him, or at least buy them some more time. But Varg remains still as a statue. He remains rooted to the spot. I have no idea how long we stand there, frozen in place. You never cease to amaze me. So, what's gonna happen now? Were you gonna kill them? He's not answering. Does that mean I'm right? Is this what Sir Alcester ordered you to do? Why else would I be here if not for an order? Why would he want you to kill Rod and Emmeline? And why does he want to kill the king? You overheard quite a bit, huh? Probably a little more than you should have. The tension in the air becomes palpable and it becomes harder to breathe. Varg's fingers tighten on his cane. He wouldn't hurt me, would he? Varg moves and for a few moments I'm frozen with terror. Then a word I had forgotten long ago suddenly comes to my lips, unbidden. A word that Fritz once told me before. Adiuva? I think? We're gonna go with that. This time it's Varg that freezes. He raises his cane, but it never comes down. His eyes are wide, even though he hasn't... Wild. That's his wild. Even though he hasn't moved. Suddenly, he looks as if he is restraining himself. I can see the struggle on his contorted expression, and then I realize he's fighting to stay in control. It worked? I remain still for another moment, my mind racing. Keep saying it! Varg drops to his knees, and I see shadows forming beneath him. Tendrils of darkness snake their way up his body, beginning to engulf him. This is what happened last time when he changed back into Fritz. There's still awareness in Varg's eyes, however. His gaze is cold and accusatory. It remains that way even as the shadows creep their way up his face. I find my feet again and rush past Varg into the depths of the palace. I run, too frightened of what I might find if I look back. Oh shit. Are you alright? If you're truly worried for my safety, then you should have told the king how unsafe it is for me to leave the palace. Isn't that a knight's job, Sir Fitzgerald? Do you have so little faith in me? What? Don't you trust me to keep you safe, princess? 3 years ago, when I swore that I would give my life for yours, I meant it. I still do. Aw. I would never let anything harm you, ever. Aw. Perhaps I need to make another promise to you, princess, that I may ease your worries. Remember this carefully, okay? Adiuva. What does that mean? It's from an old language that no one speaks anymore. It's what people used to say when they were calling for help. Something to call when I need help. If for any reason I'm not there and you need me, just say that word. Scream it at the top of your lungs if you need to. I promise I'll come running. Aww. A knight would never break a promise to his lady. Trust in me. Ah, cute. I gotta go. That's how you respond to that, right? You just leave? I have been awake for hours, unable to sleep. I stand at my window waiting for something, anything, to happen, but all is still beyond the glass window pane. I have no idea what I ought to do. What's gonna happen now? Should I tell someone? I returned to the palace because my room still feels like the safest place, but why? Am I here because I feel like I need to tell the king what happened? Because I hope Fritz will return? I don't even know if the king's still here. I haven't seen him at all. My hand instinctively reaches out for my necklace, and I realize there's an additional piece. Hey, get that good deed, baby. I look down, a small gasp escapes my lips when I notice a new piece of the glass slipper. A new piece of the slipper. But how? What was my good deed? I remember the night I helped Rod and Emmeline escape from Varg. Isn't that like now? Didn't that just happen? That was a good deed? Oh god, what? Oh, hey! What's up? Princess? Fritz? It's been hours! I remembered that night a long time ago. I've been looking for Prince Rod and Princess Emmeline. Have you seen them? Maybe? My eyes are beginning to sting. I'm startled when I realize there are tears burning in my eyes. Oh. What's wrong? Varg is gaining... Yeah, okay, we just saw this. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, not blah, blah, blah. This is important. Can I even trust Fritz now? Fritz looks at me with worry clear on his face. He draws closer to me, his hand reaching out for me. Ah! I pull back immediately, my breath caught in my throat. No, it's Varg! Princess? For a moment, I just saw Varg. What's going on? Will he believe me if I'm straightforward? Something's been wrong ever since we returned to the palace. Princess, please, Fritz clutches his hands into fists. His face twists with obvious pain. Please let me help you. You know, I don't know if we're at the trust phase yet, you know what I mean? He's still pretty, probably pretty dominated. You know? I mean, we should probably let him, because that's, like, nice, right? We're trying to date this boy. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit. Fritz, I do not know how to explain. He slowly moves toward me again. Start from the beginning. Fritz carefully slides his hand over mine. I can trust him, right? Fritz, you're cursed. Princess, you've been worrying about me? Well, we're trying to save him. I know, like, doubting's not gonna do any good, right? We have to be honest. There's no reason for you to be concerned about me. Neither of us have actually seen this curse in action. That's what you think. You are cursed with a separate, cruel personality. It's one that's been scaring me, and last night, you were gonna kill Rod and Emmeline. His gaze is a confused muddle of worry and doubt. You don't believe me. I do not doubt you, Princess. I'm just confused. How could I not know about the existence of an alternate personality or about a curse inflicted on me? I pull my hand away from him and cross to the other side of my room so my bed acts as a barrier between us. But Varg knows you. How is it possible that Varg is so aware of you when you do not even know he exists? I don't know, this choice has my doubts. Does that mean I was supposed to doubt him? This feels too plotty. I feel like that means I was supposed to doubt him. Which, in retrospect, I should have picked. I should have picked first. Because this makes a lot more sense right now. We fully don't trust him. I doubt you can. My chest begins to ache and my heart feels heavy. You never believe me. There's a certainty in Fritz's eyes that was not there before. He looks at me with fierce determination. Try me. Oh, I have to doubt him first, and now he's gonna believe me. I sigh and rub my hand over my eyes. Oh, really? This is gonna be the same? Wow. Seriously? I knew this would happen. I knew he so wouldn't believe me. Princess, we've talked about this before, but what exactly are you seeing that makes you so firmly believe that? I eye him warily. Will he really listen to me? You're cursed with an alternate personality. Okay, you were gonna kill Rod and Emmeline. He reached out to rest his hand atop mine on the windowsill. His determination is dwindled into uncertainty. Oh, I had to be mean to him first, and now he'll believe me. Sure. You don't believe me. I believe you, Princess. Whatever. Whatever, dude. I was trying to open up to you and you shut me down. I could see it in your eyes, Fritz. You doubt me. I do not doubt you, I'm just confused. Okay, this is kind of the same. But Varg knows about you. How is it possible that Varg is so aware of you when you don't even know he exists? Aw, did I just break my streak? My hot streak? Begin to pace, my emotions whirling. But we haven't seen anything good yet either. And how am I to trust you when you won't even trust me? I knew you weren't gonna believe me. How could I have been so stupid to think you would? That was basically the same thing. Kind of. Come on, guys. That one doesn't count. Princess begins to move towards me, but I stop him in his tracks with a single glare. Don't. Silence descends upon my room. When I finally look at Fritz again, the man I see is a stranger. Gone is the Fritz that I once knew, and standing in his place is nothing but a shadow. I thought he'd be different. He showed me so much kindness and pretended to care, and yet Mother was right. Mother's always right. Hell yeah. I feel a dull ache in my chest as I turn on my heels to look away from Fritz. This is what happens when you trust in someone. This is what happens when you begin to believe in others. Oh! Oh, cute! I gasp when I feel strong arms wrapped around me from behind. I can feel Fritz's warm breath against the back of my neck. It sends shivers tumbling down my spine. Let me go, Fritz. No. I order you to let me go. Never forget, everyone's sus. I know, I thought it was enough time, and maybe we need to start letting people in, but no, not enough time. Never enough time. Always keep that wall up, baby. But Fritz only tightens his grip. While the warm embrace is suffocating, it's also oddly comforting. Sorry, Princess, I cannot be ordered to leave you like this. I swore an oath to you and made a promise to myself that I would always stand by your side. No matter how much you push me away, I'll always be here for you. Aww. From the day I was assigned to you, I saw how much you suffered. We only have 2 pieces, not at the trusting threshold. You're right. That's why I will protect you with everything that I am. I bite my lip as I struggle to keep myself from crying. How can I trust Fritz's words when Varg has done nothing but cause suffering to everyone around me? But it seems like I've also been the one to cause you so much pain. He loosens his arms until I'm no longer within his embrace. I suddenly feel cold and empty, but I do not move towards Fritz again. His voice is very soft when he speaks again. I'm sorry. I do not look up when he leaves. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. How can I have forgotten that? Da-da-da-da. Okay. If I had been able to have my way, I would not have left my room at all. After everything that's happened, I don't think I want to know what Sir Mithros' request is. I'm also worried about this so-called wonderful gift he wants to show me. It's gonna be messed up. Perhaps he means to kill me along with the king? Surely I should be more alarmed at this epiphany. Yet for some reason I only feel numb. Oh, hey Varg, how's it going? What's up? I do not acknowledge Varg when he enters the room. Princess? I'd ask what you're thinking about, but it's written all over your face. Huh. That, and I happen to have the memories of it too. Ugh. Poor princess. Your knight in shining armor turned out to be less of a hero than you thought, Stop it. Hurts, doesn't it? Well, I did tell you. I wonder why you're so surprised. Varg, you... I think you're annoying our princess, Varg. Sir Mithras' presence, for once, is actually a relief. Oh, hi. He bows to me, but I no longer believe the smile on his face. Princess, you have my most sincere thanks for agreeing to meet me at such late notice. What is it that you wanted to show me, Sir Mithras? Actually, answer me this first, as it's been troubling me for some time. Why do you want to kill the king? I see we have much to talk about. Let us walk and talk, if you do not mind. Sir Mithras looks at Varg. Do not disturb us, Varg. Get out of here, loser. Varg disappears back into whatever shadow he'd emerged from as Sir Mithras and I make our way back into the hall. It seems my suspicions were correct. You did overhear Alcester and I the other night, didn't you? Maybe. Princess, I must assure you that I have nothing but your best wishes at heart. It's not I that wishes to remove your father from power. That is Sir Alcester's desire. Is this what Jurian spoke of all those months ago? Did she discover Sir Alcester's motives only to be discharged from the order as a result? Why did you agree to help him? I required Sir Alcester's assistance for certain things. It was a mutually beneficial decision for both of us to work together. But do not worry, I never had any intention of going through with your father's murder. Is this why you were delaying him until after my birthday? Sir Mithras' smile is almost genuine. My princess is wise, just like her mother. Thanks, babe. Appreciate it. I realize that Sir Mithras has led me into the secret tunnels, where I will surely not be murdered. Where are you taking me now? My princess is also impatient, just like her mother. The impudence of this man! You said Varg answered to you, but he also carries out Sir Alcester's orders. It was Sir Alcester's desire to take over Angiel as cleanly as he could. He sought to accomplish that by killing all those with a claim to the throne. So Rod and Emmeline. But I was never going to let him kill you. In exchange for ensuring your safety, Sir Alcester required, among other things, a servant. So I provided him with one. Sir Alcester needed someone that could remain close to him, hidden in plain sight, so to speak. He also required they have the skills of a trained knight. Sir Fitzgerald was capable of guarding you, my princess, but he was not as capable of carrying out Sir Alcester's other orders. But why go to such lengths to curse Fritz? Princess. Sir Mithras focuses his intent gaze on me. Something dangerous and bright shimmers in his eyes. I shrink back. Any threat to your life had to be removed. Besides, I'm under the impression that your loyal knight would be happy to sacrifice part of himself in order to become the perfect guardian. What do you gain from doing all this? I require something from you, something only you can provide. It's something I had to wait for, as you need to be 18 in order... Oh, okay, sorry. Whoa. You need to be 18 in order to give it to me. I've been preparing this gift for you for a long... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mind's in the gutter. For a long time, my princess. It is the gift of resurrection. Diana, stop! I'm sorry! I feel like they knew what they were doing. Like, come on, I didn't make that up. That was intentional. I don't like where this is going. We're in a dark, secret tunnel. And this man is saying he wants to wait until I'm 18. Like, come on. Doesn't take a genius. I will bring back the queen. Oh, you want my mom. Never mind. What? Will you help me? Oh. I don't know, man. Like, maybe. And then give you a wonderful gift. Yeah, come on, guys. We all know what this means. I mean, now he's talking about my mom, though, so he's kind of ruining the mood. Oh, God. Is she... I don't know if she's in the right place to say mother is dead. Like, clearly I overestimated her mental state last time. Am I gonna do it again? Like... This one's hard, too. I don't know if she's at a place to be like, my mother is dead. But I feel like that's the best option. I want that to be the choice. I want this to be the answer. Mother's dead, idiot. Only in name. Mother has been dead for years. If she'd been alive, I would have known. Your mother sustained great injuries during the Great War. She needed time to heal. Then where has she been, and why would she pretend to be dead? Why would she leave me alone? Wow, okay, that was actually right. I wasn't particularly expecting that to be correct. Cool. Your mother is sleeping, and you are the only one that can wake her. Why me? My princess, you are heir to more than just the kingdom of Angiel. Queen Hildur was the bearer of the Crystallum Tenebrarum, one of the 2 Crystallum of Angiel. What? As her daughter, you are the next bearer. You are destined to be a great witch, just like your mother. She's been at the Shrine of Resurrection so she can free the divine beasts, I know, and defeat Calamity Ganon. My mother, a witch? Impossible. It is the truth. You were so young then, my princess, and the world was so cruel to you. Oh, whoops, I clicked out of the window. Why do I not remember any of this? The queen sought to protect you and shrouded your memories of the pain you suffered at the hands of humans. Is this why the people of Angiel despise and fear me? But once you turn 18, you'll inherit the full abilities of the Tenebrarum bearer. With that power, we can revive your mother. Is this not what you've been dreaming of since you lost her? I dared not even dream this was possible. I have the hiccups, though. For so many years, all I wanted was for Mother to return to me. Wow, the hiccups, though. But now, no, I cannot falter. Mother was the only person I could trust. She's still the only person who loves me. I've made my decision. Tell me what I must do. Wow, we would have skipped all that hot plot if I just skipped this one. Sir Mithras smiles and steps aside. Behind him is a large, rusty door. Come with me. But I'm not 18. Whoa, hot. Wow, is that my mom? Wait, she's kind of hot, though. Mother! She's still as beautiful as the day she became one with the Tenebrarum. This is like some Atlantis shit. You know, like the movie, like the Disney movie? When what's-her-face, like, goes into the crystal. Sir Mithras reverently strokes his hand across the Tenebrarum as if caressing Mother's face. Dude, I'm right here. These last 4 years, I've come to visit her as much as I possibly can. But I cannot wait to see her beauty grace the halls of the palace once more. Sir Mithras turns to me. Place your hands on the Tenebrarum. Am I 18? Wait, before I do this. Sir Mithras, you said you have no desire to kill the king. And she's just been chilling here for all these years. Yeah, I guess so. Yes. Swear to me that you will not allow Sir Alkester's plans to succeed. Swear that you will protect the lives of the royal family. Hi, Ando, how are you? It's been a while. I hope you're good. I do not wholly understand why I'm asking this of Sir Mithras, yet a part of me feels compelled to do so. I may not see them as much of a family, but they have done nothing to deserve death. My princess, swear it. Very well, I swear I shall not allow Sir Alkester to kill any of the royal family. Now he can while I'm not looking. Oh my god, I'm 18! Happy birthday, me! The clock tower chimes. The bells echo in the chamber, the sound dull and eerie. Sir Mithras' eyes flash as he gestures his hand wildly. Now, princess, now! The air in the room becomes cold. So cold I actually feel my body becoming like ice. Something's wrong. This doesn't feel right. I try to move away, but my attempts are thwarted by some kind of magical force. The Tenebrarum is pulling me toward it. Sir Mithras! It's too late to turn back now, princess. No! The pull is strong. I'm drawn to it like a magnet. It's gonna eat me too! The invisible force renders me a puppet. It takes a hold of my body and forces me to raise my hands to the crystallum. Crystallum? I don't like how specific that promise was. I know, right? I won't let him, but Varg could just do it. I press my palms against the frame of the Tenebrarum, my hands framing my mother's face. Her expression is gentle in her unnatural sleep. The Tenebrarum is freezing beneath my fingertips at first, but it steadily begins to warm as the clock continues counting down to 12. The warmer the Tenebrarum grows, the colder my body feels. It feels like it's sapping all of my energy. It's gonna eat me! Like the Tenebrarum is feeding off me. The pain starts slowly. It creeps up and out until it's flooding my entire body. I attempt to twist my body away from the Tenebrarum's surface, but my hands are stuck. I turn to Sir Mithras for help, but there's nothing but crazed glee in his smile. Oh no, the crazy eyes. Yes, yes! His eyes are focused on the crystallized form of my mother. I begin dimly aware of the tears that are beginning to fall from my eyes. I cannot go on like this. My vision starts to blur until I feel myself falling into endless darkness. And then I died, I guess. Oh, hey, Mom! Yes, my sweet? What you doing? I'm planning, dearest one. Mother has to be ready for when she takes over Angiel. But doesn't Father rule Angiel? Oh, sweet, Father will soon be too tired to rule. Mother will rule for him, and when you are grown, you shall follow in my footsteps. I will make Angiel a kingdom to behold, my darling. You will never be hurt, and no one shall deny you anything. The people will bend to your whim and will behave as they ought to. There'll be no bad people? No, dearest one, there'll be no bad people in our kingdom. I'll make sure of that. They'll all be dead. Oh shit, that was kind of fast actually. Perspective. Oh god. Opening my eyes and moving my body is a struggle. I feel sluggish and numb, and there's a suffocating heat in my chest that makes it difficult to breathe. When I finally do rise, my thoughts are tangled and confused. Oh, where am I? Oh, hey. Oh my god, he doesn't have his mask on. Oh, damn. Hey, how's it going? She lives. I turn my head just in time to see Varg rise from a chair just beside of my bed. Has he been sitting there watching me like a creeper? And he's not wearing his mask. What are you doing here? You've been out for a week, princess. A week? I think I would know how long you've been playing Sleeping Beauty. After all, I've been here the whole damn... Varg quickly clears his throat before gazing down at me, an exasperated expression on his face. Do you even remember what happened? No. He has assumed full control. It could be nighttime, we don't know. Memories suddenly flood through my mind. They're fragments, but together they create a startling picture. Sir Mithras, in a room, 12 chimes of the clock, my 18th birthday, the Tenebrarum, and Mother! I sit up immediately, only to succumb to a wave of nausea and dizziness. Much to my surprise, Varg reaches out to steady me, his grip firm but gentle. Slow down, princess. You're not ready to fight me yet. It's dark. Oh yeah, it is kind of dark over there. What time is it? Almost dawn. Will he become Fritz again in a few hours? Or have I lost Fritz forever? Would you believe me if I told you Fritz doesn't want to see you? I don't know, maybe. The awareness of my last conversation with Fritz hits me in full force. After what happened the last time we spoke, I'm not surprised that Fritz doesn't want to see me. He was too ashamed to face you. I had no idea Fritz would react the way he did to your words. I have most of his stronger memories, not all of them, but most. I thought he'd have most of mine, too, but I guess that's not the case. What memories do you have? That's none of your business. Aww. The expression on his face is clouded. For a few moments, he is silent, thoughtful. In the beginning, they were mostly of you. What? Varg glances away. I notice the way his fingers drum uneasily on his cane and stare. He's into me, guys. He's into me! I've never seen Varg look like this. I carefully slide my way over to the edge of my bed, allowing my feet to dangle to the floor. Fritz cares for you, princess. Take my word for it if no one else's. Why is he suddenly telling me this? Will I ever see him again? Or has he lost to you? Varg flinches back from me, taking a few steps back to put some distance between the two of us. We're getting there! I can't say. I watch Varg closely. I never noticed before, but Varg's emotions are very clear if you know what to look for. I mean, I think we should absolutely press him on this, right? Come on, I gotta know the tea. I want him to spill the tea, but I don't want to push him too hard. But I gotta know the tea. I gotta. Maybe this is just Fritz cosplaying as Varg for fun. I mean, I hope so. He doesn't have the mask on. I'm gonna press him. I wanna know. Do you have a crush on me? Tell me. Just tell me. You cannot say or you won't say. Princess. The gentleness with which he says my title makes me think of Fritz. However, just as I'm beginning to hear Fritz's voice through him, his demeanor changes once again. The vulnerable man disappears and is replaced by the usual facade. Varg straightens and glares at me. He displays this confidence to hide his true emotions. Seems like he wears two masks. You're more like Fritz than you would care to admit. Fritz would never harm me. Varg snarls, but he no longer intimidates me. Fritz this, Fritz that. All you ever talk about is that idiot, even though I've been the one by your side this entire time. He's jealous of himself, guys. Fritz is nothing compared to me. Then why do you feel threatened by him, coward? Oh shit, I went there. My words render Varg speechless. I dimly notice the patterns of red dawn scattered across my room. The sun's almost up. I look back to Varg, my eyes seeking Fritz. Varg moves, his eyes fierce as he closes the distance between us. Oh my god, this is... Adi... Oh! Ah! Yes, Varg! Yay! Everyone, we did it! We won! I kissed Varg! Guys, I've had a crush on Varg since the beginning. This is great. This is the game has peaked. Game over. Let's go home. We did it. Varg presses his lips to mine, effectively stifling the rest of the word. I've only a moment to gasp out for breath before Varg kisses me again, more deeply. Hell yeah. I raise my hands to push him away for a brief second as my mind hazes over in shock, and roll those credits. Varg takes advantage of my confusion and moves forward again, an unreadable expression in his eyes as he leans over me. I try to pull away. Oh my god, this is the hottest kiss scene yet, y'all. I try to pull away, but Varg tangles his hand in my hair, tilting my head back to press his lips firmly against mine once more. Guys, this is hot. Like, I love it. I'm here for it. Let's go. No, this is not right. Shut up. It trembles as free arm sweeps down my back and eventually comes to rest on my waist. Oh, this is getting spicy. Why is he kissing me? He doesn't even like me. Bitch, please. Anger clears my mind. I ball my hands in a fist and shove at Varg's chest. No! Boo! His eyes are bright and out of focus when I'm able to look into them. His chest betrays his labored breathing. I wipe the back of my hand against my mouth as I glare at Varg. Do not trust myself to speak without screaming at him. Come on, man. That was kind of hot, though. Coherence slowly starts to filter back into his gaze. I can see the awareness in his eyes along with guilt. Oh, well, at least he does feel bad about it. Because, you know, in real life, guys, not okay. Get consent. I suddenly realize that my cheeks are now wet with tears. That's not what you want to see after you kiss a woman. It was assault. Yeah, let's be real. Guys, hang on. Real talk. This is all fine and good in a work of fiction, but no, you always get consent from a woman or man before kissing them. Obviously, that is assault. That was very bad. I can only be like that because this is clearly a work of fiction. I am not encouraging this in real life. Do not do that. Why am I crying? Varg takes a step towards me, and though he does not utter a single word, I can see from his body language that he means to apologize. Oh, okay, even better. That's even hotter, honestly. He reaches a hand out as if to touch my face. No! Yeah, don't touch me! The moment has passed. Get over there, go in the corner, and apologize from over in the corner. I move back and close my eyes. Adiuva! Okay, oh wow, that actually really works, huh? I open my eyes when I hear the familiar voice and watch as Fritz quickly rushes to my side and kneels in front of me. His hands cut my face as his thumbs brush against my cheeks, wiping away the tears that I cannot stop. Hey, maybe Varg would have apologized. Like, we should have let him apologize, and then if he wasn't, then we should have said it. What did he do, princess? Wow, he actually believes me now. Okay, cool. We are now on the same page. Fritz? I feel suddenly overwhelmed, like there's too much whirling in my mind. Okay, now, you know what I don't want to happen right now? I do not want Fritz to kiss me right now. I'm not sure how long we sit there together. It feels short, like a single moment, but it could have been an eternity. I'm sorry, princess. Okay, you know, you didn't... I don't know if you really needed to apologize, but I'll accept it all the same. I shake my head in an attempt to clear my fractured thoughts. Fritz frowns, but the expression clears as he brushes my hair away from my face. His fingertips gently trace my cheek as he speaks. Okay, you know, you're still not getting permission, but, like, the apology is appreciated. I failed as your knight. I should never have left you alone that night. I could have stopped all this from happening. All I have done is cause you pain. And this past week has been hell. I didn't know if you'd wake up or if I would be able to be with you when you did. He looks at me, his expression grim. And I wasn't there when you did. Varg was. You finally know about him. Fritz nods as he gives me a pained smile. No apology could ever be enough to excuse what I did to you. I doubted you that night because I thought what you were saying was impossible. I wondered how I could be cursed without knowing about it. But now, I hate myself for treating you the way I did. Aw, well, I mean, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. I must have put you through so much suffering because I did not believe you. I know I have never been worthy of you, but now I have betrayed the trust you had in me. He drops his hands and pulls away from me. I don't think I have the right to be called your knight. I reach out and grab his hand without thinking. Don't say that. Fritz looks at me in shock. His wide-eyed gaze only makes me feel embarrassed, and I have to focus on keeping him from floundering. After a long moment, Fritz manages to smile at me. It's small, but genuine. I don't deserve your kindness. Kindness? Is that what this is? We sit together. I don't want a good deed for this. This should not be rewarded with a good deed, please. We sit together in silence for some time, enjoying each other's calming presence. My room is quiet as the sun steadily starts to rise. Do you know what's happened during the last week? Just asking, because I haven't been, around and stuff. I'm afraid not. I wasn't myself for most of it. Oh shit, you're right. It's fading even faster now, just when I feel like I've truly started to know him. I've already told you about the disappearance of the prince and the princess, but it seems like the queen has gone missing as well. Ophelia's missing? I can only hope they made it out alive and that Rod led them back to the March Inn. There they'll be safe. I don't think I would ever trust anyone there, and I still don't, but Parfait said the March Inn is a place evil cannot overtake. And whether or not Varg is truly evil, his mission is to kill them. I can at least be sure Parfait will protect them. King Gennaro is still here, but he's different. He's not himself. And what's happened? It's your mother. The day you fainted, the same morning, your mother returned? I can only stare at Fritz in shock, knowing that what happened that night wasn't just a dream. Everyone in the castle is acting as if nothing's wrong. It's like the last 4 years haven't happened. But the instant I saw her, I recognized her. And after that, well, I don't remember what came next. My next conscious moment was today, when I saw you. Fritz raises his hand as if to touch my face, but he abruptly pulls it away. Good, he's learning. He flinches, then doubles over, his face contorting with pain. Oh shit. Varg? No, not now. I won't let you. His eyes are cloudy, his gaze turned inward. He's speaking to the other side of himself that I cannot see. I reach out to him and try to call him back. Fritz? He looks up at me and attempts a sad smile. He's trying to make it seem like he's fine. When he speaks, it's through gritted teeth. I'll never let him hurt you. Can you trust me about that, at least? Yeah? Diana, oh, bye. The shadows dance around him, almost tauntingly at first. Then they simply engulf him and Fritz disappears into darkness. I take a step back. I expect an apology from you, sir. I hate to interrupt. Oh god, it's you again. I snarl at him, but Varg merely shrugs. He looks indifferent, as if what transpired between us before never happened. I have things to do today. Varg turns away and walks briskly out of my room without glancing back. Okay, bye. I make my way through the hallways of the palace, determined to find Sir Mithras. Over the past few months, I've been all but invisible to the people in the palace. It allows me to pass undisturbed. I'd always figured it was because no one remembered who I was with my curse. But today things are different. A maid sweeping the hallway jumps at the sight of me before quickly curtsying. Your Highness! Oh shit, people remember who I am? Her eyes are downcast and she does not look up at me as I pass by her. As I walk past her, 2 other servants heading in my direction also move to the side of the hallway. Your Highness? Your Highness? They remember who I am now? But how? Has my curse somehow been broken? I spent the entire morning searching for Sir Mithras, but he's nowhere to be found. The only room I have yet to search is the throne room, where he honestly probably is. I push open the doors and walk inside. There I am met with an unexpected sight. The king sits on his throne, his posture regal, but his eyes downcast. Your Majesty? He does not look up when I enter, but I can see his eyes are stony, unmoving. I approach him cautiously, and upon closer look, I notice how his eyes look so empty. It's almost as if he can't see me. I inhale and something catches in my throat. My heart begins to beat rapidly. What have they done to you? My princess? I whirl around and see Sir Mithras approaching me with a smile. Remember the last route they said your curse... Oh, sorry. Remember in the last truths they said, once you turn 18, the curse will break due to your powers coming in. Well, oh yeah, I didn't even remember that. So yeah, our curse is broken. Where did he come from? I could have sworn there was no one else here when I entered. Sir Mithras? I was just on my way to see you. Varg just told me you had awakened. What's wrong with the king? Why does he look messed up? Physically, there is nothing wrong with him at all. Anger begins to burn within me. You swore that you wouldn't harm him. Is he not alive, my princess? Take a good look at him. The king's completely unharmed. The change to Sir Mithras' expression is subtle, but I can feel the malice in his gaze. I should add that it was difficult to keep this promise, princess. My queen will be having words with you about this. Mother? Where is she? She has left the palace for the time being. He's been mind-melted, yeah. You've been unconscious for a week. My queen could not spend every moment fretting by your bedside. But didn't Varg say he was the one to stay by my side? I shake the thought from my mind. When will I be seeing her? At dinner, I assume. Now, if that's all... Wait. Sir Mithras pauses abruptly to look at me. The servants I met in the hallway seem to remember me. How? You really cannot guess? He sighs as he runs a hand through his hair. When you turned 18 and became the Tenebrarum bearer, the curse that the Lesser Witch cast on you broke. What? Moments before your mother woke, you were the strongest witch in all of Angiel. A Lesser Witch's spell could not have any effect over you. Congratulations, princess. You're no longer a victim of the curse. Your life is back to the way it was before. Now, is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Yeah, there is. Lesser Witch, bit mean to say to Delora, yeah. About Fritz. Well, I mean, if I ask, like, I'm a witch now, right? I can just, like, do it. And only one good deed. Good enough. I nailed it. Nailed it. If I say remove his curse, he's probably just gonna laugh at me. Like, and that's not gonna feel good for anybody. Let's be real. So my gut is leaning towards how to break his curse, because I feel like Mithras is just gonna be mean if I ask him to just remove it. So I'm gonna say how to break it. Yeah, you heard me. Much to my astonishment, Sir Mithras begins to... Oh. Well. He did it. He laughed anyway. Whatever, fine. I felt like this was the better way to get him to not laugh as much. The sound is cruel and so sharp and deadly it cuts through whatever hope had been forming in my heart. You wish to break his curse. Oh, princess. You should have told me earlier you cared so much about the boy. Perhaps then I would have tailored his curse to your requirements. Oh, good. Poor, upstanding, chivalrous Fritz. In many ways, he was too much of a knight for his father's liking. Oh god, hi. Don't get closer to me. Sir Mithras leans closer to me, so close I can see the crazed gleam in his eyes. Would you like to know why I cursed him, princess? I remained rooted in place, but not flinching away from Mithras is harder than I would have thought. Sir Alcester approached his son for help, expecting him to help kill the king and take over the throne, but Fritz refused. Sir Alcester needed an obedient servant, and Fritz deserved to be punished for stepping out of line. No. And so I removed those memories of Alcester telling Fritz of his devious plans and gave him the curse. Fritz has the Little Red Riding Hood curse. There is, after all, no better servant than the big bad wolf. He has all the power and drive of a predator, but is still so obedient. Wolves are closely related to dogs, after all. And better yet, the big bad wolf will always stay close to the lady he desires to devour. Okay, I don't like that you phrased it that way, and I think that, like, you shouldn't phrase it like that. I can feel disgust seething in my stomach. I have created the perfect servant for Sir Alcester. In short, Sir Mithras suddenly reached out a hand to grab my face by the chin. He forces my head up at a painful angle. Ow! There's no breaking his curse, princess. Not unless Fritz is somehow able to mentally overpower Varg. So, would that make Fritz a granny? I don't know, I guess. And we all know how formidable Varg is. Sir Mithras releases me. Now, put the idea out of your pretty little head. Don't you already have everything you've ever wanted? He smiles wryly before turning and walking out of the throne room, leaving me alone and trembling. To break the curse, Fritz has to overthrow Varg in his own mind. A sudden cold descends upon me. I wrap my arms around myself and shudder. I turn to look at the king, but he's not moved since my encounter with Sir Mithras. Your Majesty, did I do this to you? Mother. If she were here, she could make sense of it for me. Mother, where are you? I stare at my now trembling hands. This is not what I wanted at all. Cool. Princess, we cannot... I am the crown princess. Which is why we cannot allow you to leave on your own, Your Highness. It is strange to think just a few months ago these same men did everything they could to keep me out of the palace. Your Highness, you'll need an escort if you want to leave. I can take care of myself. Back to being a nuisance, I see. Sir, they know who he is. I watch in stunned silence as both soldiers salute to Varg. Varg turns to smirk at me. Well, what's going on here? The princess wishes to leave the palace to visit the town. Does she now? I feel Varg's eyes on me, but I refuse to look at him. Fine, I will accompany her. But the queen said... The words die in the man's throat as Varg turns to glower at him. His eyes flash with impatience, and it's enough to coax the soldier into silence. Open the gates. Yes, sir. The gates swing open. I rush out thinking maybe if I move fast enough I can lose Varg. Nah, he's like crazy fast. So, what are we here for? Though I tried my hardest to shake him, Varg is still irritatingly close. It's impossible to leave him. Princess? Varg leans out and wraps his fingers around my elbow, pulling me to a stop in the shadow of an alleyway. Stop it! My irritation is immediate, and I look up to glare at him. What are we doing in town? As much as I don't want to agree with those idiot knights, you really shouldn't be wandering the streets. My next words are cold and sharp. Why not? Before, that was what everyone insisted I do. And now, the only thing everyone wants is for me to stay indoors. Varg is silent for a few moments before finally letting out an exasperated sigh. Angiel is not what it was, Princess. What are you talking about? Varg places his hands on my shoulders and turns me so that I'm looking out onto the streets. I'm not overly familiar with the kingdom, but even I can tell that something's off. The shops that once had colorful display windows are now empty. Their displays are dull or non-existent. The liveliness of the market stalls is all but gone. My gaze is drawn to the bakery shop that Fritz had taken me oh, there should be a 2 there, all those months ago. Its dim windows tell me that's closed. So many different sweets here. Buy whatever you like. Are you certain? Absolutely. Aww. That's so cute. I miss him. How much do you know about me? Nothing that anyone else wouldn't know. What's my favorite color? Blue. My favorite flower? Lilies. I told you these croissants were famous, right? Those are my favorite. I'll get a croissant then. Not a custard Danish? I thought you liked those best. Wow, that's creepy. A croissant, of course, right away. Aww. An all too familiar ache beats within my chest. Has it been that long since that day? Everything was so vibrant and full of energy back then. This place was so lively, and there was music that filled the streets and performances everywhere, but now so much has changed. It's so silent. The streets are so empty, and the eyes of the people, their eyes are glazed and unseeing, just like the king's. Blue and lilies are on our dress. Those don't count. I know. It's not really much of a stretch. The Danish thing I'll give you, though. I step forward to get a better look without realizing it. I'm only dimly aware of Varg's hands, which have not moved from my shoulders. What happened? The queen happened. But the people... She can take control and demand obedience, but she can't force love or loyalty. The people of Angiel are being crushed, Princess, and they know who's responsible for it. Varg's voice just hushed, but he still draws stares. I flinch back at the expressions on the people's faces as they look at us. There's fear in their eyes. I instinctively retreat until I fall back into Varg. His hands tighten on my shoulders. They know that you're her daughter. These are the looks they've always given me. This is why they've feared me. Abruptly, Varg draws his cape around me, enclosing me in darkness. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He can teleport? When light finally filters back into my consciousness, I'm facing a completely different street. What did you do? Smoke and mirrors. Whoops. Dang it, I keep right-clicking. Things might have gotten out of hand back there, so I got us out. He suddenly releases me and nudges me forward. Can we return to the palace now? I grit my teeth. I still want to see the town. It's impossible to think the entire place is so changed. How is that possible? Sir Mithras said Mother was out. I really need to see her. It's almost dinner time, Princess. Your family will be expecting you. Mother will be expecting me. I should see her at dinner, right? Thinking about everything that's transpired exhausts me. I rub my eyes and sigh. Fine, let's return. Okay, everyone, are you ready? Taking a nice drink of tea. Will they draw our portrait? God, I hope so. I hope it's hot. When I enter the dining hall, a familiar figure stands by one of the windows. I've not seen her for 4 years, but she remains unchanged. Standing before me is the only person whose love I have never doubted. Mother! Oh my god, she's hot! Guys. My mom's hot. She looks kind of mad, but like, in a hot way. My dearest one. I move towards her immediately, like a moth drawn to flame. Soon I have my arms wrapped around her in a hug. I do not care that I'm crying. The only one we think is not sus. Mother. I have missed you so much. And I have missed you. I cannot believe that Mother is indeed alive. She reminds me so much of somebody, but I can't place it. I know, she does look kind of familiar, huh? I'm crying so hard, tears blur my eyes, and it takes effort to speak. I thought you died. Mother presses a soft, cool hand to my cheek. Her touch is more comforting than I remember. And it's thanks to you that I did not. I'm so proud of you, love. I thought her warmth would envelop me longer, but Mother is quick to draw away from me. Mean! I look up at her in confusion and flinch when I see that her gaze is cold. But I heard you left the palace today. Shit, sorry. What have I told you about leaving the palace, Diana? I just... No excuses, you know my feelings on this. But... Have you truly become so disrespectful while I was absent? Let's not fight, not tonight. Yes, Mother. Come, sit. I take my usual chair and stare at the now vacant seats in front of me. There's a heaviness in my chest as I remember who sat in them. Those are Ophelia, Rod, and Emmeline's places. And the king... I turn to look at him and feel my heart falter, then sink. Diana? The king is sitting in his usual seat, but his expression is as vacant as it was earlier. It's nothing. Mother follows my line of sight and frowns. Mithras told me of your request. I had not anticipated that you would require something from him in exchange for reviving me. But no matter, I had no desire to see Alcester's plans come to fruition. Where is Sir Alcester? Dead. My mother beckons quietly with a wave of her hand, and servants begin to place platters of food on the table. Exiled. There's no place in this kingdom for a snake like him. Oh shit, Mom. Then why is Varg still here? My mother looks at me with knowing eyes as the servants spoon soup into our bowls. Oh, someone from Persona. Okay, that's definitely not who I'm thinking of, but, I respect that. You still need a guard, my dear. It was fortuitous of me to retain him, considering your actions today. I look down, my mind racing. But enough of these inconsequential notions. We must discuss your training. What? You're the crown princess, and you must learn how to be a queen. Eventually, you too shall become the Tenebrarum bearer. I will show you how to control it. It was impossible for me to think of Mother as a witch. But seeing how she speaks so casually of the Tenebrarum, and considering all that's happened this week, I have no choice but to believe it. Why did you not tell me about the Tenebrarum? About the witches? I think if you press Q, the text box goes away. Okay, it's not Q, but I know there's definitely a button for it. Is there like a controls menu? Oh, no, I don't think there is. I think there is a button for it. For me, it's not Q, but... Dearest one, you were so young. I wanted to protect you. And it's no matter now, for I'm here. Left click? That's what I'm clicking to, advance. I will teach you through practical demonstration. I've always found that to be the most effective way. Is it like center? Oh, there we go. Oh, I got it. Ooh. Listen, she's hot, okay? I don't make the rules. She real hot. She looks at me sharply. We begin by punishing those that cursed you. Oh shit, Mom, come on. Fear and shock immediately flood through me. What? Punish Parfait and Delora? They have acted to keep you from me and from your destiny. They must be punished. Don't you wish for revenge on those that have wronged you so? Right-click pulls up the menu. Which is why I've accidentally been pulling up the menu so often, because I keep accidentally right-clicking. I think it's time. I think our curse is broken. I think it's time for us to, like, start growing a spine. Oh, but I'm gonna save, just in case I'm wrong. No, we don't want to, we don't want to kill people. I'm a protest. I do not want revenge, Mom. Mother sets down her spoon. Dearest one, need I remind you of how the people of this world will seek to abuse your nature and your position in order to use you? Have you not experienced the selfishness and greed of the people firsthand? Were you not cursed by such people? I mean, you're right. Delora and Parfait, yes, it's time for us to grow a spine, baby. They've been kind to me as well. Mother goes back to eating. Regardless, we shall start your lessons tomorrow. For some reason, my eyes are drawn once more to the king. He's not moved since dinner began. His soup is still untouched. The king's barely conscious. Mother is right here, so close to me, and yet nothing feels right. You will succeed me in all things, my daughter. Mother speaks, and my attention snaps back to her. I expect nothing but your full devotion to this task. I mechanically bring a spoon of soup to my mouth and swallow without tasting. Could I really punish anyone? Oh, dearest one. Mother's voice pulls me from my thoughts. She reaches over and brushes my hair away from my face. Her touch is heartbreakingly familiar. She's right here, but I feel like this is the most distant I've ever been from her. We're never going to be separated again. Cool. 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 Yeah, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now here's the question. Hold on, sorry. I got drunk tea. Because I don't remember how long the chapter 10s are. Kitty Curse Uprising. Do we do 8, 9, 10 in one stream? Or do we do, what is this, 8? 6, 7, 8 in one stream? I don't remember. I mean, I don't think we've actually ever pulled off my plan before. Like, because I feel like the bad endings aren't very long. But we could probably go one more if we feel like it's better. One is short, but the other's long. Alright, we'll go one more. Let's do it. Diana. I cannot do this. We're not trying hard enough. But it's almost as if you do not wish to complete your training. Ever since Mother came back, she's been teaching me to use my magic, but her methods are... Well, I cannot bring myself to agree with the way that she teaches. But this is... a little bird, no more. Aw, don't kill birds. The bird is still alive. It's been trying to escape the dome it's been trapped under this whole time. Your bleeding heart will be the end of us all, Diana. Do you feel such turmoil every time you have a meal? Do I need to remind you how many animals are killed on a daily basis just for your meals? This is different. Why can't Mother see that? All you're doing is removing the air in the dome. This is a lesson about control. How else are we to tell when you're successful without such a barometer? I don't know. Mother raises her hand and without any apparent effort manipulates the air in the dome. Now you see how simple it is. I stare at the bird's lifeless body inside the dome. The sight of it brings back old memories. This happened before, and even then I was not able to save the bird's life. I still cannot save anything. And because you hesitated, another bird must be brought in. How many birds will it take, Diana? I need you to focus, dearest heart. We will continue tomorrow, and I expect you to perform as expected. I expect you to perform as expected. Thanks, Mom. Do you understand? Diana. I nod my head numbly. Mother opens her arms and beckons me toward her. I reluctantly step towards her so that she can embrace me. There's no more warmth in her embrace. There's nothing. Mother strokes my hair. Before I found the gesture endearing and comforting, but now they feel cold. I do this because I love you, Diana. Get out some Pocky as a snack. I know I just ate food, but I'm hungry again already. You understand, yes? The words I want to say are trapped in my throat. This is like my version of popcorn. Everyone get your popcorn. This can only go well, right? I can't. Mother pulls back, a questioning look in her eyes. Say you love me, darling. I don't want to. Of course I love you. I do love her, but things are different now. Cannot deny who she is or what she can do. Mother sighs heavily before releasing me and turning around. Varg? Hey, babe. Oh, I'm eating some Pocky. The door opens and Varg steps inside immediately. He kneels before us. Your Majesty, take my daughter back to her room. As you command. Bye. Man, I'm still under house arrest. Varg rises and bows before going to hold open the door for me. Princess? Whatever. Good night, Mother. I curtsy and follow Varg out of the throne room. See, it is nighttime now. Oh. This read is technically the first time we've met the mom, yeah. So there was a creepy mom dream where we were crying about a dead bird. It's implied that's the memory in-game Diana's talking about. Oh shit, okay, I don't remember that at all, but I'm sure that it happened because all the dreams are messed up. Ever since Fritz disappeared, he's not— oh yeah, I remember that. The hope that he would return and that Varg would be destroyed is slowly disappearing. Every morning I wake and find Varg standing outside my door, I become more disheartened. God, I hate him. I look at Varg's back as he walks in front of me. How am I supposed to bring Fritz back? Varg is only getting stronger each day. At this rate, Fritz is gonna die. Adieu, Va. You know that won't work on me anymore, Princess. Fritz used to come when I said that word, but I no longer see any signs that he hears me. I'm worried about your night? Let me tell you something that might lift your spirits then. He's not gone. What? He doesn't think he can afford to lose. He's not giving up control without a fight. Thought you might want to know. Why are you telling me this? You haven't been yourself the past few days. But why do you care? I'm sure they would've— I'm sure it's already happened, Mac. Oh my god. He is hot, though. With his frickin' Phantom Thief mask on. Varg stops and turns to look at me. Sorry, I'm eating Pocky. He's looking at me the same way Fritz always does, with gentle acceptance. I can almost believe I'm looking at Fritz and not Varg. I've been asking myself the same question. I know these feelings for you aren't my own, and yet— feelings for me? Wow, way to out Fritz like that, Varg. I guess his emotions for you are too strong. It's rubbed off on me, and now I'm stuck caring about you too. Aww. They're merging. Varg's expression changes, a subtle sadness creeping into his eyes. Stupid. We both know who you'll choose when the time comes. Varg, I wouldn't be so sure. What? Varg smiles, but it's devoid of any cheer. He turns around and continues walking without waiting for me. Hurry up, princess. I don't know, Fritz doesn't have a cravat. The rest of our walk is silent. I was like, why is he so hot seeing that CG for the first time? Mag, I've been way ahead of you this whole time. The night is deep, dark, and gentle, but I cannot find peace or sleep in the all-consuming silence. Sorry, I really gotta stop eating during the visual novel streams because there's so much reading. But, I just love food. Like, a lot. You know what I mean? So, it's been 2 weeks since Mother's return. And 2 weeks since I've been able to sleep through the night. Most of my days are spent at Mother's side. When we aren't patrolling on GL, she's teaching me how to use the Tenebrarum, readying me as her successor. Every day it only becomes clearer to me that the kingdom is suffering. The people fear and hate us. It's even worse than it was before. Mother's cruel to everyone, even though I have yet to see them do anything wrong. Is this why Father hated her? Oh my god. Savage. Your Highness, I beg your forgiveness. My child was not watching where he was going. The man's son had wandered out in front of us. The soldiers' horses would have crushed the child if the man hadn't pushed him out of the way. The stop on the road has caused a delay in our arrival back to the palace. Mother had been out visiting an old friend, a witch. Mother? There's a blinding flash of light as Mother draws a shape in the air. The light clears, the man has disappeared from in front of us. He's collapsed against the wall of a nearby building. Oh my god. Mother threw him into the building? Let us continue. But Mother, that man isn't moving. I don't think he's breathing. Come along, Diana. Mother, why did you do that? The man, Are you questioning me, Diana? Mother's gaze is cold as steel, her eyes sharp as a blade. I flinch away from her. You've become soft. The world has changed you while I was sleeping. Do not worry, dearest heart. I will bring you back to what you were, I promise. Okay. Mother smiled at me then, the same smile she would always give me when I was a child. So remember, kids, always look both ways before crossing the street, otherwise a witch will throw your dad into a building. I used to be comforted by the sight of it, but now it terrifies me. And the king, I choked down the lump in my throat. He's gone. He speaks, he eats, but he's not here. If it weren't clear in his actions, it's clear when I look into his eyes. He's right there, and yet I miss him. Ah, dang it, stop right-clicking, you fool! The frustration makes me restless. I stand up so I can make my way towards the window and stare outside. I'm being ridiculous. Why should I miss him when he's been nothing but neglectful? I've forgotten how he stopped caring about me when he invited his new family into the palace. He treasured them and his kingdom more than he ever loved me. He never valued me. And yet I would give anything to go back to how things had been. The weight on my shoulders and in my heart is overwhelming. The feeling only worsens when I turn my thoughts to another person. Fritz. With a sigh, I lean my forehead against the cool glass of the window. Varg said that Fritz is still fighting, so he must still be in there. How can I help him? Fritz? Who? Before I can turn, someone clamps a hand over my mouth. The rest of my words are muffled. Uh-oh. Long time no see. Oh, Delora. That voice. Oh, wait, it's Jurian. I mean, kinda close. That means Delora's probably around. That's right. Remain calm, princess. She slowly lowers her hand. I turn around and stare, surprised to see her here in my room. What are you doing here? She smiles and some of the weight in my heart lifts. We're on a rescue mission. We? What's up, Claude? At that moment, a man sidesteps into the doorway, his footsteps cautious and soft. Where is Varg? Garland? He does not turn completely, but cranes his neck to give me a soft smile. Glad to see you're safe, princess. Falco's here to rescue you. I can barely believe the two of them are standing here. It's been so long. We apologize for being late. We've been trying to get into the palace for the last few months, but a powerful shield has been keeping us from entering. Lady Parfait could easily destroy it, but it would have meant destroying the palace as well. The last thing we want is to cause panic amongst the people. Mithros and Varg are crafty. They've been watching over the place like hawks. And it was difficult to speak with Prince Rod while he was being watched around the clock. We need more time to make sure our rescue mission would not fail. Then how'd you find a way inside? Lady Parfait managed to find a weak spot in the shield, but it's thin, and only allows a few people into the palace at one time. Garland and I knew this place better than anyone, that's why we're here to rescue you. Delora and Lady Parfait wanted to come, but the shield easily detects witches and fairies. But they're waiting for us at the Marchant, Princess. No time for explaining. Gotta go. Gotta go. Was I meant to escape with Rod and Emmeline before? Yeah, that was the only other plan we had, although it didn't go as expected when someone caught whiff of their plans and sent Varg out to kill them. So they tried to save me before and failed. Honestly, neither of these options are very good. You're not supposed to be here sounds so mean. I don't want to say that. Like, they're here to rescue me. That's rude. You shouldn't say that to them. They're risking their asses for you, so I don't feel like I should say that, you know? I feel like I should say, why did you come for me? Because that's, like, nice and stuff. That is, what I think. Hang on. Where did my chat go? I accidentally clicked out of the window. Okay, there we go. Why? Why'd you come for me? They look at me, their expression's baffled. What? I cross my arms as I look at them. Why would you rescue someone you hate? Princess, of course we'd come for you. You're part of the Marchant after all. What? Jurian looks at me seriously. Let's go. Jurian heads towards the door but stops when she notices I'm not following her. Coming, Princess? How can the Marchant take me back after everything I've said and done? Well, I don't think they know that you were shit-talking them, girl. No offense. How could the Marchant accept me back? Do they even want me to return? I only realized I'd spoken aloud when Jurian answers me. Princess, We wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. Oh shit, you right. We have to leave now. We're running out of time. I can think about this later. I nod and follow them out of my room. Jurian leads the way and I follow after her. Garland brings up the rear, his eyes alert as he constantly surveys our surroundings. Where did Varg go? The night around us is cold and still, but the quiet only makes me more anxious. Varg usually appears in situations like this. Is he not here? I feel so useless having to be rescued like this. Garland reaches out to place a hand on my shoulder. We're almost out. I nod, not trusting my own voice. Shh. Garland stands at attention as we continue slowly moving forward. Eventually, a figure moves to block our path. Gee, I wonder who it is. And what is this? I cannot move. Jurian and Garland, however, already have their swords out. The deadly metal glitters in the gray glow of the moon. Oh shit, it's Mithros. Never mind, stab him, I don't care. And here I thought the fairy had given up. Dude, never ever say we're almost out there, safe, free, out loud. I know, we'll never make it, Mithros. Her voice is a low growl. It's so full of malice that it makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Let us pass. And if I did, where would you be taking the princess? Jurian's shoulders tense. Garland glares at Mithros from behind her. I could lie, but it would also be easier to just kill you. You're as bloodthirsty as ever. But unfortunately, I cannot allow your mischief to continue. Sir Mithros has just begun to raise his hand when Jurian darts forward, her sword gleaming as she raises it to slice at his arm. Sir Mithros howls, falling hard to the ground as he curls in on himself to cradle his injury. Wow, seriously, that worked? Go, quickly! The remaining quiet is all but shattered as we run away from Mithros. Though he's in pain, I still hear his voice call out from behind us. Do not think this will be so easy, princess! I ignore him and keep running, not daring to look back. I mean, I don't know if this thing's gonna let me out. We've been running for a while now. My legs are beginning to go numb. Only a little longer, princess, and we'll be out. You're doing well. I can do no more than nod as I force myself to keep running. I'm pathetic. Oh my god, I gotta work out. I'm slowing them down so much. Stop saying that out loud. There, I can see the exit. Watch out. Hi, Varg. Jurian falls back to evade the explosion and bumps into me in the process. Moments later, however, she's once again standing at the ready with her sword. Garland sets his hands firmly on my shoulders to help me regain my balance. What was that? A familiar face emerges from the smoke, her expression cold. Oh shit, hi mom. Diana. Mother. I didn't want to believe Mithros, but here you are. Princess, get back. Mother turns to face Jurian and Garland, her expression full of contempt. I remember you. Jurian Valiente, sorry. And you as well, Garland Bellerot. I thought I was rid of Alcester's pests. We do not work for Sir Alcester. No, you and your pet have changed allegiances, haven't you? What? What did you call him? The smile on Mother's face is bright and cruel. It sends chills trailing down my spine. Mom, there's this concert I really want to see. Can I go? Come on, Mom. Let me out. Is that not what he is? Mother casually waves a hand at Garland, who remains quiet. He follows you around like a lost puppy. He's so desperate for a scrap of affection he'd do anything for you, regardless of his own pride. Okay, Mom, you don't need to be spitting truth right now. It's admirable how well he knows his commands. Stop it. Come, Garland. Sit, Garland. Good boy, Garland. Shut up. Jurian, don't. But his words come too late. Jurian rushes forward, her body nothing but a blur, her teeth bared in savage hatred. Jurian's fast, but Mother is faster. She raises her hand and sends Jurian back with a terrible flash of light as Garland catches her. Mom's a regular sadist, I know. She's pushing all the buttons. And you defend his honor as if he were some poor maiden. How pathetic. Garland's voice is soft as he steadies Jurian. Jurian, please, she's just trying to get a rise out of you. I know that. Jurian throws his hands off, a murderous look in her eyes as she glares at Mother. Mother remains in the same place, smiling that terrible smile of hers. She's amused by this, nothing more. Get the princess out of here, Garland. What are you saying? I am not leaving you here. Once she's safe, come back for me. Jurian finally turns to look at him, a soft smile on her face. Trust me, Lan. There's a long moment of silence as the two gazed at each other. Unspoken words pass between them and eventually Garland caves. Alright. Both of them tighten their grips on their swords. Are you done? Mother hasn't moved, but her presence in the small tunnel is overwhelming. God, I have the hiccups. Her magic smothers the very air. Jurian sinks into a stance, her body loose and poised, seemingly unperturbed. Ready when you are. Mother does not attack. Instead, she turns to face me with one graceful movement. Hi, Mom. Diana, stop this nonsense. This is not the time for games. Be a good girl and go back to your room. You know, Mom, listen, I don't wanna. I don't think reasoning with her is gonna do any good. Like, it's not. That's just gonna be, like, the biggest waste of time. Cornelia from Three Houses. Oh, kinda. Oh, I can see that. I'm gonna stand my ground, because I think reasoning with her is gonna do, like, jack shit. Dearest one? I stand resolute and take strength from Garland's steady presence behind me. What Mother is doing is wrong. What she wants isn't right and has never been right. What she's done to the king, what she's done to Angiel, how am I meant to look at her the same way? My voice is quiet when I finally speak. No. What? I take a deep breath and look her in the eyes. No, I will not return to my room. Mother's expression is unexpectedly calm as she looks at me. My own daughter would choose these traitors and liars over me. Is my love so inconsequential to you? Has she ever truly loved me? Mother, if your love is what love is meant to be, I do not want it. Mother is not who I thought she was. Guys, I'm still kind of crushing this Ruth, though. When I look at her now, all I can see is what she truly is. Evil. Clearly, you've become corrupted during my absence. I suppose it must be the work of the infernal fairies. Never mind. Once I've destroyed each and every one of them, you will return to me, my daughter. She raises her hand and light curls around her fingers. But before she can cast her spell, Jurian is at my mother's side. Doing a stab. Jurian's sword glitters as it slices through the air and then through Mother's clothes. Oh, yeah, you know, segue, I do actually kind of see that also. I get that. Go. Princess, come on. But Jurian, if we leave her alone... Garland pulls me away from my mother and Jurian as their battle begins. I hear the dull clatter of metal as we run and can see the flashes of light even as we escape back the way we came. Run? Garland! We've not gotten far when I forced Garland to stop. Garland! I know, those are... where did my mom get the sword? Apparently it was sword sounds. It's only when I grab his shoulder that he stops and turns to look at me. Princess? We cannot leave her there. Maybe I can convince Mother to let her go. You really think you can convince that witch? I can try. My job is to keep you safe. Mother has all the power of the Crystal of Tenebrarum at her disposal. I force myself to say it. Jurian will not last long. Garland, you have to know this too. Jurian must know as well. Garland's jaw hardens and he stares at me, not truly looking at me but through me. Garland, please. We cannot let Jurian die. Not when we might be able to do something about it. I know, right? That's kind of what I was thinking too, following. This route's kind of giving me those vibes. Garland stares at the ground, his expression conflicted. I know he cares for her, and that's why he must go back for her. Garland closes his eyes briefly. When he opens them, I know he's made his decision. Oh my god, we're going back! Are you kidding me? When we return, the scene is very different. Blood spatters the tunnel walls, and Jurian is on her knees, bent forward, her face away from us. My mother is nowhere to be seen. Jurian! Garland's suddenly in front of me, mindlessly racing towards Jurian. Jurian? Jurian! All at once she seems to come alive. She gasps out for breath and coughs. Garland, what are you doing here? I told you to... Her voice wavers as Garland crouches down in front of her. He folds himself around her and pulls her gently to his chest. His eyes are shut tight as he buries his face in her hair. Jurian chokes back a sob as she reaches up to hold him tightly. I exhale in relief. Both of them are alive and safe. You idiot! I told you to get her out. The Princess gave me permission to disobey an order. He lifts his head to smile back at me. She outranks you, Jurian, at least as far as titles are concerned. Hell yeah, I do. You know that. Garland slowly guides her to her feet. What happened? The queen disappeared, and Jurian suddenly stops. We hear it at the same time, a terrible ripping sound like the air itself is being torn. I see the slither of shadows and unnatural light in the darkness, and suddenly I realize what's happening. My panicking mind is only able to process everything that happens in slow motion. Oh, hi, Mom! How's it going? I didn't see you there. Mother appears behind Jurian, poised to strike. I see the horror in Garland's eyes, then acceptance and determination. I try to cry out a warning, anything, but I can barely breathe. Garland pushes Jurian towards me and out of the way as he rushes my mother. Oh shit, he's so dead. He is incredibly dead. At the same time, Garland pushes forward. Mother holds out her hand. It takes only a single heartbeat for her to plunge it into Garland's chest. Damn, Mom, okay. Garland! What a loyal pet, giving your life for hers. I think maybe that meant to say giving his life for yours? Garland's face crumples in on itself. Even from where I am, I can hear Mother twist her hand inside him. And how sad. Mother wrenches her bloodied hand out and Garland falls to the ground. You fool, you didn't even tell her you loved her. You! Jurian runs at my mother, a desperate cry of grief and rage escaping from her. Jurian, no! She's too weak from her own injuries. She can barely hold up her sword. I'm unable to speak or move as Jurian rushes towards her own death. Mother simply sidesteps, her expression disinterested, as Jurian falls to her knees. I was kind enough to kill him slowly for you, so you could say your goodbyes. Mother turns to face me. The blood drips from her hand down to her dress where it congeals and oozes like black tar. Do you understand now, dearest one? This is what you've made me do. This is what I must do now to all those who have corrupted you. You were the one who forced my hand. Do not forget that. For a moment, the air in the tunnel disappears and a terrible silence fills the darkness. Man, she's a real piece of work, huh? It's a bummer she's so hot. By the time the air comes rushing back into my starved lungs, Mother's gone. The tunnel is empty. Lights flicker in the aftermath of her disappearance. The only thing I can hear apart from the rushing of blood in my ears is Jurian's sobs. Garland, no! I make my way slowly towards her. It's like wading slowly through murky water. Jurian is leaning over Garland and has his head on her lap. He's still breathing. Parfait can help him. When I crouch down, I could see the open wound Mother left behind. I swallow down the bile that rises in my throat along with any of my words of comfort. Magic cannot fix this. Garland, please. I get down on my knees beside Jurian. This is my fault. Don't cry. Garland! He smiles at her. It's a genuine smile that breaks my heart. Jurian shakes her head. No, Garland, you can't. Jurian, I love... His voice... Aw, he didn't even get the U out! His voice trails off as he closes his eyes, his breathing becoming more labored. He gasps one last time before his body stills completely. Garland? Garland! I bite down on my tongue and bow my head as Jurian howls her loss into the silence of the blood-soaked tunnel. We spend some time with Garland in the tunnel. Jurian shakes with silent sobs as she grips his still body. But eventually, Jurian gently removes Garland from her lap as she stands up. She takes his sword as she presses her hand to his face one last time. Then she turns and walks away from Garland's body with his sword clenched tightly in one hand. She grips her sword in the other. It takes all that I have to keep up with her. Jurian, this is all my... Not now. Her voice is quiet and all the more disturbing for it. This is all my fault. Diana, Jurian. Waltz? What is he doing here? Waltz comes running up to us, his eyebrows crease with worry. You think Mom would have taken us with her? Yeah, I guess she just doesn't care. I've been waiting so long. I was about to... He pauses, his eyes flickering to the swords in Jurian's hands. Why do you have Garland's sword? She got killing to do, I know. Waltz's face pales. Where is he? Gone. What? Garland is gone. Her hands tighten on the swords she holds. For a few moments, her shoulders slouch, but then she turns away abruptly and continues walking. Let's go. Waltz turns to me. They said it was going to be simple in and out, so I let them go alone. What happened in there? Oh, I'm absolutely saying it was my fault. I'm gonna save over this one because we aren't gonna need it. I 100% have to say it's my fault. Princess, I'm sure that's not true. I glare at Waltz as tears well in my eyes. It was my fault. Waltz falls silent as he studies my face, then he sighs before taking my hand. We'll sort this out at the Marchand. Come on. I mean, I don't know if that was right or not, but as soon as the Marchand doors close behind us, Jurian collapses. I hope that wasn't, like, making it about me, because that wasn't what I was trying to do. I just feel like she needs to take some responsibility for her actions, you know? Jurian? Luckily, I'm close enough to catch one of her arms, and Waltz is fast enough to catch the other. Move her to the chair. Together, we manage to guide Jurian to the chair. We set her down on it as gently as we can. I watch as she unfolds in the chair, and that's when I see the dark red slashes and tears in her clothing. Some of her wounds are open and visibly bleeding. She's still bleeding. Waltz pulls a cloth from his back pocket and hands it to me. Clean what you can. I'll get Lady Parfait and Rumple. He runs off, leaving me alone with Jurian. It looks like she's bleeding everywhere. I still myself and kneel by her side. Gently, I reach out and begin to wipe at the worst of what I can see. Jurian moans and I flinch in sympathy. I'm sorry. I feel a lump rise in my throat. I convinced Garland to go back. If I hadn't, he wouldn't have... Jurian shifts slightly to put her hand on my cheek. Her touch is cool and gentle. Jurian? There's a softness in her gaze and an inexplicable kindness in the touch of her hand. After a moment, Jurian slowly nods and her eyes fall closed on a sigh. Wait, is she okay? Jurian? Jurian! Waltz? She just closed her eyes. She's not speaking. She's not gonna die too, is she? Not if I have anything to say about it. Excuse me, princess. Rumble gently pushes me aside and I let him, hovering over his shoulder as he crouches to inspect Jurian. Well? Princess. Walt steps beside me and gently places his hand on my arm. What? Rumple needs to work his magic now. And? So, why don't we get you something to drink, I am not going to leave her. Princess, please. We should let Rumple work. I look back over my shoulder, watching how carefully Rumple attends to Jurian. I definitely thought that meant she was just dead right there. Okay. Waltz's hand acts like my lifeline as he helps me into the tavern area. My legs become weaker with every step. Hi, stranger. Delora. Babe, how are you doing? Lots has happened since I saw you last. Delora. I only realize that I'm running to her after I barrel into her. I bury my face in her shoulder as I suppress a sob. Delora's arm comes around me, holding me as tight as whatever calm facade I was holding up comes apart at the seams. Waltz, would you please get those mugs? Of course. Aww, Delora. Delora leads me to one of the benches, one of her arms still around me so she can rub my back. Somehow the simple gesture is helping me calm down. Diana, are you hurt? I shake my head. Thank goodness for that. I stay in her embrace until Waltz returns to place something on the table. Parenthood ended with Hildur, now Dolores our mom. Yes, I agree. How are we doing? I pull away reluctantly to rub at my eyes. I'm okay. Delora takes a mug and places it in my hand. Good, now drink. Do not question and raise the mug to my mouth. It's whiskey. Hot chocolate. Dang it! Come on, guys! Delora made this for me before. I take a few deep swallows of the hot, sweet liquid. Better? It has Bailey's in it. Yes! Diana, can you tell me what happened? Mother— oh my god, that was so long, I totally forgot a choice was made! Mother found us in the tunnels. Jurian told Garland to get me out. My throat threatens to close, but I force the words out. Mother is so strong, and I thought Jurian might not survive. So I convinced Garland to go back, and that's when... I stare down at my mug, my hands trembling. It's my fault. It's all my fault. If I hadn't convinced Garland to go back, Mother wouldn't have killed him. I mean, I don't know. She might have still done that. The silence in the tavern is deafening. Finish your hot chocolate, Diana. I obey without a word. Everyone's gonna be so angry with me. It's my fault Garland is dead, and it's my fault Jurian is injured. Have you heard about your stepfamily? I know they're gone. Are they dead as well because of me? Hey, don't look like that. I'll have you know that I had to use a sleeping spell on Prince Rod and Princess Emmeline earlier. They heard about what Jurian and Garland were going to do tonight. I don't think I would have been able to stop them from coming along on the rescue mission otherwise. What? You got them out, Princess. Varg would have killed them if you hadn't stepped in. The Queen was already waiting at the end of the tunnel on the day the Prince and Princess escaped. Alcaster must have somehow gotten wind of the escape plan, which was why he had Varg try to eliminate them then and there. Security tightened more after that day. Oh, thank goodness. And we've been worrying about you ever since you left. Well, ever since you stormed out all those months ago. Dolores smiles sad as she reaches up to push my hair out of my face. None of this was your fault, Diana. If anything, it was mine. Mine and Parfait's for letting this happen. What about Olivia? How did she get out? I don't know. I guess that's not important. We tried to help you escape, but we couldn't break the shield around the palace for fear of putting everyone inside in danger. That's why we had to wait. We never thought we'd have to worry about Hildur being revived. And though we would have liked to have saved you outside the palace, that's right, I was out of the palace more than a couple times. Once with Varg and another with Mother. We couldn't put the lives of others in danger when Hildur was right there. She would have killed the citizens. Even if I'd wanted to escape the day I was with Varg, he wouldn't have let me. I grip my now empty mug. Princess, I understand how you feel, and I know it's difficult, but frankly, we have bigger fish to fry. I think you realize now what kind of person Hildur is. I do. Then you know what we have to do. I know too well what it is we must do. In fact, I knew this was bound to happen sooner or later. I started this. I do not know if I can fix everything, and I do not know if I can save Angiel. But no matter how long it might take, I must make things right. I finally look up at Delora and nod. We have to stop Mother. Oh my god, what a good cliffhanger, y'all. We gotta get good. Rebellion. Yee. Oh my god. I am... Okay, let me save someplace. Let me just go down and save here. And then we can save over these. Oh my god. Guys, things are getting spicy. I'm really excited because I feel like all of these routes have been leading up to this, you know, with like my mom being a major antagonist. And now we get to like actually fight my mom, and hopefully we get to like have a cool magic battle, and it's gonna be dope as hell. I feel like that might actually be in the next route though, because Waltz is also a mage. So maybe we'll get that in the next route, but we're gonna get a little preview. But where is Varg? Why has he not come after me? Where is he? So we knew she was, yeah, we knew that, I mean, Diana didn't know that. We all knew, because we got all these creepy flashbacks about her being like, you can't trust anyone but me, and I'm the only one who loves you, and blah blah blah. So like, we knew that she was bad, but this is Diana's first experience of, Diana knew, but Diana didn't know. That's basically the best way to put it, right? Oh, this was fun. I'm glad we did this. Well, maybe if we have 3 streams next week, or if not, maybe even if we have 2, I'll try and do this again next week. I really want to finish this game. I want to do it. I want to get to the end. We got this. Let me see who is streaming so that I can figure out who to raid. Do we have a raid message in mind? Anybody? Please? Let's see. We've got Liam, we've got Farron, we've got Poulter, and we've got John. Are we going with question marks? Really? Nothing else? That's kind of hot. Wait, what? Nothing? That's every dating sim I ever play. I thought I had a funny one earlier, and now I don't remember it, and I'm really kind of sad about it. Consent is important. I mean, that is a great raid message, because it's true. Dang it, I had a funny one earlier, and now I don't remember. It was really good. I was proud of it, and now I've forgotten. These are all very good. I do like them. What do people think? Well, that was the first time I've, like, the music stopped and my mom and my sister are watching a show, like, really loud in the next room, and I was like, what is that? But it was just them. Let's do consent is important. That's a good raid message to have. And it's something that I say all the time. Thanks, Danganronpa. Oh no, God, that wasn't what I meant to do. No, that was scary. I don't know what that was. Alright. And hang on. Let me think about my life. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So on Thursday, we will be back. I believe Michael's gonna be here. So we'll do more Miitopia on Thursday. That'll be super exciting because we're definitely like super close to being done. It's gonna be awesome. I just now noticed that the game is not centered, and that's really irritating. Oh God, not that. No. I'm gonna try and fix that RN. Yeah, no, it's still messed up. It's still a little, maybe it's just too small. Hang on, I'm fixing it while I'm looking at it. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Anyways, and then Saturday we will probably do some Final Fantasy, but that is the stream that is the most up in the air, as in I'm not sure that it's gonna happen. Just because I don't know what's happening this weekend, to be honest, and I might have other things planned, but we shall see how it goes. So I think, let's see. I'll send you over to Farron tonight. And have a great time over there. And I'll see you all on Thursday. I hope you're excited for Miitopia. We honestly really, really are. So, sounds good. Alright, bye guys. I will see you on Thursday. Bye!